All right. Um, hold on. All right. We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Another rest match? Crazy. So, my caster is currently muted.
So
All right, well, let me turn him down a little bit. Let me just turn it. Yeah, all right. So we have Victor versus DYC.
I was low-key hyped though. I've never seen this team before.
Yeah, I just hope they're not as bad as Exile. That was very interesting to watch.
That's the thing. Whenever we start these new tournaments back up, there's always new teams that show up and they want to show what they got. Want to give them a chance, you know.
Yeah, they might surprise us here. It's a
Why does
BO1
Mid9 have my combo? Yeah, I'm blocking.
on Deadly Crew. We have Nezax, Eddie, Rose, Brushy, and Mid9. On Victor, we have Tragic, Leo, Pyro, uh, Solo, and I just L and M, I guess. I don't know, but let's see how this goes. Hopefully, it'll be an interesting match.
All right, here we go. Round 1 of the group stage. Dixel versus Victor.
We have T side looking like they're going B here. Full push. Early utility going out.
They're not committing though.
CT already
Oh.
rotated.
They're waiting for picks. If they want to make this play, they should probably rotate.
Looks like CT has pretty good placement on the map. They're covering
No, they
angles.
rotated off. CT rotated.
They've rotated off, but they're getting info and flanking.
Mid9.
That's one pick. Alright. They're holding their own pretty well. They have bomb. One flank.
On the flank though.
Nice pick.
Nice.
3v1 situation. Still has full health, by the way. Can make this work.
He doesn't have the bomb. With the Rose on the flank, that really just ruined it for Victor.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has enough information right now. He knows there's one flank. He knows there's one B long.
Let's see what he does.
Honestly, in this situation, you just have to be really aggressive and unpredictable. Time is just running down on the clock right now. There you go.
Just looking for those ones. She got him. Alright, round 1 going to Deadly Crew. It's not what you hope to see. They almost expected a B hit, but they immediately rotated off, leaving an opening for Victor, but just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think Victor hesitated a little too much on that push right there. You know, then they came in stomping, making all that noise, and then they just stopped. That'd be long.
There's no capitalization on it.
They're doing it again. Let's see if they can finish this time. Nope. They're playing back, and as you can see, CT is starting to rotate once again.
There's something interesting that you don't see from these newer teams. On Eco, they are kind of playing together. You don't usually see that even from top teams.
That is true.
Sure they get on one fix, they reach
I don't understand T-Side's game plan here, though. They make all the noise possible, pushing up B, and then they just stop, and they're still gonna commit. Okay, it looks like some progress is being made mid. He's gonna catch him.
Going up B long, traded.
And Nezox gets that pick. Looks like they're gonna start rotating, but CT is also rotating. They're being red. 3 and 9 gonna meet up soon here. Rose takes out Solo.
So Rose is gonna have to hold this down.
Making noise on A.
Sees him. Gets him. Important kill for Rose. And there's 2. Just a clean sweep.
Alright. Rose gets 3K. It's it's very questionable. You'll notice that they might do it again. They just, instead of playing contact, they just push up and let themselves get surrounded.
That's why I
DYC.
think Deadly Crew is so good. They are just so dominant against those Russians.
Yeah, they are taking advantage of that. And they're punishing them for it. Looks like it's gonna be an A push. Let's see how they do this. Utility going out. No one's pushing.
Oh, missed utility. Floppy.
Now they're rotating. Solo still not with any type of weapon. They just ecoed. They've slowed down once again. 7 and 5 already made. Gets taken out by Eddie. Now they decide to push after they lose one of their players. They're just hiding T-spawn.
Not really sure what their plan is.
I don't know. I feel like these are some very good CT players.
They just forced them off so fast.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of like they're clueless about what to do or where to go. I mean, it's a common trait. They haven't really played in the scene before, so they don't know what to expect from Deadly Crew.
Especially with these new teams, they're just so fresh.
Yeah. Oh, just getting taken out by Nezox. Yeah, they need to hold that cover more. You know, it seems like everybody's just staring at a wall. Very confusing gameplay. Very confusing. You know, a lot of times they rush up, and right before they push, they just stop.
They hesitate, man. They hesitate. Victor's economy in the buckets. They're gonna have to win this round if they want any hope on this T side.
I mean, it's still kind of confusing though. I mean, this is the 4th round and they still don't have any money. Oh, nice nade from Russia right there. Leo just
through the smoke. Wow.
Horrible crossbar placement by Leo, by the way. CT already rotating to A because they're making so much noise. Now would be a good time to rotate. There's 4 on A, and they're all hesitating.
They're gonna wait for the smoke to go away, and then they're gonna commit on site. If they can get the first pick, there's a chance. But with the way
they at least need a flash. This is being held by like 4 different angles right now.
There's the flash.
He's gonna swing out by himself. Oh, he gets the pick. Almost gets the second. Nobody is watching block.
Clears out Z, but he's got 2 players on side he has to deal with. It's a 1v4 scenario for Pyro. No bomb in sight for him.
Mm,
Close pick on Z.
very. This is interesting.
Not gonna lie, there could have been a chance there. He was getting swung on one by one, but
I think they need to be a little bit more confident.
they do.
And also, you know, the beginning rounds, it's more like you want to test out what your opponent is about and what they're capable of. But they're just not getting the chance to do that. And once again, their economy is looking horrible. You know, 5 rounds in and they haven't gotten a single full buy. Rose has 7 kills and 0 deaths. And on the other team, it's not looking so good.
Hope their IGL locks in.
Pyro holding his teammate. Very interesting. Leo gets taken out. They're pushing mid. They're starting to flank. It seems like they're gonna start egoing them.
We've seen this before from Rose, where he just flanks and then the T's just get absolutely decimated because they aren't moving. Good clean pick from Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, how many rounds does it take before you start to realize you have to push? And even when they do push, it's just a one-on-one. They just keep peeking one by one.
It's just map control.
Yeah, but it just doesn't make sense, because if they were playing picks, they'd be, you know, spread out all across the map. But here they are only playing one position, either A or B, and it's not really doing much for them.
The T side is not looking good for Victor right now. The economy's still not looking clean.
Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know how they accomplished that. Once again, nade goes out. Good nade. He's gonna swing, get 2 of them.
The control from Eddie. Eddie has been absolutely dominant on mid. He's getting pushed up block.
And another one. That's a 3K for Eddie.
Triple for Eddie. That mid control from block is just unstoppable from Eddie.
Mid-9 takes out IM.
Bomb is down 1v5. It's not looking good for Pyro.
They've got to switch it up. They've got to do something here. They're looking at 0 kills.
Eddie with an absolute clean sweep in mid. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think it's a problem with the players themselves. I think it's just, you know, their strats and the way that they're deciding to move and do things.
Start to think if they even have, like, plays in mind.
Yeah, like here, let's look at this.
Like it's competitive.
Yeah, look, they're gonna fast push A long again. They're gonna stop right here. They're gonna throw their utility, and no one's gonna push. Like, it's the same thing over and over again.
And it doesn't help that they get first picked every round.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of the flash if you're not gonna push off of it? You're just attracting the rotation. We have our Leo going mid again. He's died here like 4 or 5 times. I don't know what he sees in this.
Molly, he did get a pick.
Alright, good entry. They just have to finish. Alright. Coordination. They should be able to win this. It's a 4v3 post bomb plant.
All they have to do is not play aggro, but it works out. Midnight goes down. The trade in from Z from Rushy.
They just don't have to peek and they'll be good.
So
alright, 2v1 situation. This is an easy crossfire, and they win it. They are not playing together at all.
Or peeking now. Making so much sound. There's the first pick. Time going down. It was a nice attempt. Nice attempt.
Nice attempt. No time.
Wow, that should not have been that close. That shouldn't have been.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, you had like 4 players post bomb plant.
Very nice try from Nuzlocke and Deadly Crew. But that's just how easy it is. They just need to get that first pick on site, and then it's just from there, man. You know what I mean? They just get that pick and they just push. But they just play so scared. Setting up B.
They just need to play a little bit more aggro. See, like right now, there's 5 of them and only 2 on site. But now that they're taking so long, you can see Rose is starting to rotate. Rushy is starting to rotate. Mid9 gets 2 kills with the nade because they're all just bunched up B long, you know?
On site. Goes down to Rose. And it's just clean from Rose. Nice triple kill.
Yeah, I mean, this team has a lot to work on.
Especially the T side.
Yeah, this T side is very questionable. There's almost no resistance.
There's no trades, there's no playing together. They're solely going off of first picks, which they're struggling to get because they're
I mean, they do throw the util, but they don't execute after. See, look, they have another 5 going B long. It's like they don't learn. Are they gonna push or are they gonna bunch up? Okay, Zero playing aggro. He's jumping down. Nobody there to get his refrag.
Sloppy.
They're gonna start rotating. They should know that. You know, they're gonna start rotating after they've seen somebody. Alright, good pick. Can he capitalize though? This would be a good time to rotate.
Yeah, man, they should definitely rotate here. Three already on site. Yeah, this isn't looking good.
They're just
still committing.
Yeah, they're just dry peeking. It's not really making any progress. Making all the noise in the world too.
Yeah, and they do get the kill though. They double up. What will they do from here? 2 on site.
Looks like Rose is gonna start rotating over. Bomb pushing by himself to grab a gun. Could die here. They don't take advantage of him.
Very good discipline from Deadly Crew though.
They're pushing site. And he
pulls
pulls the bomb out where his teammate just died.
I don't think he saw him. I don't know. That was a terrible play right there. Terrible misplay. Absolute blunder from T side here.
It's very questionable gameplay.
Those are the things. That's why Aurora was so dominant this last hour, this last match. Because they not only did they have the util, what Victor is doing, but they capitalized off of it. You know what I mean? They pushed. They made
100%. 100%. I don't know. It's like they make a lot of noise. So they're already in hangar. They're making noise. B site is going to hear them. Okay. They should rotate off that. It looks like they have a different setup going on here right now. Bomb is mid. They have someone B lurking. This is gonna throw them off a bit. This definitely works better than the 5-man B long.
I completely agree.
He can catch this guy off the flank. If he plays it right, he can catch Rose. Okay.
Rose, wow.
Yeah. Good flick, Rose. Alright, they have to rotate here. They have to rotate. Okay. 1v4. This guy has a Glock. I don't think I've ever seen a team hold pistols this many times.
It's just not looking good. They're not playing smart with their economy at all. Like, at all.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're setting themselves up for success. Everything is just in shambles right now. Whoever their IGL is.
11th round underway. Deadly Crew just absolutely.
Alright, here we go. They're fast pushing A long. And then they stop. He misses the flash.
Missed util. They're mollied off. They are baiting out util though, so that's important. Eddie, again, with that mid control.
Now they're just waiting A long again. Okay, good flash. You gotta push off that. You have to put. There you go.
Good position. He's making sound though. We're just gonna see that. Kills him.
Yeah, but he also went in by himself. Where are his teammates?
No
His teammates should have pushed in and hold his other angles.
Rose with a triple kill, just absolutely dominating, and Armleo is stuck mid.
Leo is still mid. It's a
Eddie goes
pick.
down.
It's another
There's
pick.
another. It would have to be an ace clutch from Leo.
He should know that. Yep. I mean, I think it's pretty common game sense where, you know, you get a pick or two in that area. They're gonna start checking that area. So you should try to move or, you know, find better positioning.
But even then, it shouldn't have been up to him to win that round.
Yeah, they need to push together. They just need to coordinate. They might be better on CT, but by then it'll be too late.
Last round of this half.
Let's see if they can perform better on CT, because it looks like they're better at holding than pushing.
Wow, that counter util just absolutely wrecked Pyro.
It's crazy how much, you know, it's last round, he could have bought, but instead he's playing with a pistol.
That's just something you wouldn't see from some of these top teams.
Yeah,
The last round is
that's
not good.
Rose pushing up slowly. He's gonna get the pick here. Oh, I'm falling asleep. This is
Now it's just a pistol and SMG. There's really nothing they can do. Bombs out of their hands. It's just sloppy. It's not a good T side from them at all. That's the half. 11-1.
Let's see if they can make any difference on the CT side.
But what a game from Rose, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
He's just absolutely
17-2.
sweeping. Absolutely dominating. Props to Deadly Crew. Even though it is a new team from Victor, they are just dominating. Second half underway. Looks like it's gonna be a hit here.
Yeah, let's see if they can play a better CT side.
Mid rush coming in, they're pushing up block.
Yeah, this looks more like
Eddie already on side, they're gonna have to play retake. Bomb is already down.
Yeah, they just gave side out.
Nezox and Rushy getting good picks.
You know, and Deadly Crew is really looked down upon. I wouldn't say they're a bad team. It's just they're not very noticeable compared to other top teams. But look at how dominant they are. You know, they show you the skill gap and the difference. You know what I mean?
Even though it's expected, it's still sad, especially from these new teams. But I still think,
Oh, looks like one of them.
that they should stay. Oh, can you pause?
Yeah,
Spectators pause. Man, it's not looking good for these newer teams. Exile got swept, Victor got swept. Alright, Rushy's back. Oh, never mind. Someone's back. Rushy left. While we wait, I actually did get to talk to the leader, Armleo, for Victor. I actually met him in a TDM and we got to talk, and I offered him an opportunity to join the tournament. And he said he was very scared, but with these new teams coming in, I think this is an important lesson to learn for new teams.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, it's
keep
all about
playing.
the learning experience.
Just keep playing, just keep grinding. Keep playing these scrims. You know, newer teams going to tournaments way back when, that wasn't really heard of. They were just top teams again and again and again.
100%.
So props to Blue. Putting his team out there. Ritual coming in. It's going to be an 8 hit here. Unreal with a good pick on all, but Eddie and Mid9 just absolutely push on site.
Mid-9 with 3K.
It just line up.
Oh,
Tragic though. It would have to be a
See if you can make a
1v4.
miracle happen with HP.
Making too
No armor,
much
1
noise.
HP. They know where he's coming from. It's not looking good.
Yeah. It's gonna swing him.
Still though, it's good discipline from Deadly Crew. Not swinging 1v1s.
That's the game.
Clean. Deadly Crew win it. And that's it for group stages of night 1 for the NRT tournament.
NRT.